Hey guys, it's Carl Brown from GuitarLessons365.com, and I've got this cool little device I want to show you here. The guys at TC Electronic, they sent me this Polytune clip tuner. Now I guess they think that I need a little bit of tuning help. But anyway, I've had a lot of fun with it. It tracks very quickly, and it's extremely accurate. It's got a couple of different tuning modes that I'm going to talk about. I don't know if you're familiar with their Polytune pedal, but this is a polyphonic tuner, which allows you not only to tune in regular standard tuning mode where you can just tune each string one at a time, but with this tuner you can actually strum all the strings at once, and it'll tell you where all the strings are flat or sharp across the entire spectrum at once. So it's very quick to tune on stage. Now I have this kind of done so it's facing the front. Now you can obviously flip it around to the back, and depending on your headstock shape or whatever, you can set this thing up at the top. It stays on nice and secure, but the great thing is it's got a gyro in it, so the screen is always going to be perfectly level, so it's not going to be upside down or anything. It's always going to be very easy to read. So let me turn it on here, and you see it has a nice bright screen. It's going to be easy to see on stage and really any kind of lighting. Now let me just talk about the tuning modes. Now if I started just picking one string at a time like most people tune, it just senses it like that. Now this looks like a basic tuner. You can see that it just saying that I'm just kind of going through here, just see if anything's sharp or flat. Alright, so I'm pretty good here, but you can see how quickly that tracks. Like I could just play notes on this B string, and it's just telling those name of those notes pop up. That's tracking very fast for a tuner. It's also a great way to just learn the notes on the fretboard if you need to know them. So anyway, we have that mode, and then we have the thing that makes this tuner different, the polyphonic tuning mode. I'm going to strum all the strings at once, and each one of those green dots represents a string, and it's telling me here that they're all pretty much in tune. But see, let's take this B string and I'll flatten it. You see how the red starts showing up under that B, saying that the B string is now a little flat. So I'll tune that back up, so it can sense that in the middle of all that. I get a little sharp on that high E. I'll decrease that a little bit. So this is a much quicker way to tune, obviously. Now, one of my favorite ways of using this is the most accurate way to tune with it is to use it in strobe mode, strobe tuning. Now, strobe tuners are very accurate, and this is the most accurate tuning of this particular tuner too. You hit this button on the bottom a couple of times, and then you pick it, you'll see that it goes there, and now we have the fancy strobe tuning, which is going to be, it's not as quick as the other tuning because this is extremely accurate. And I don't know if you've ever used a strobe tuner before, but they take a little getting used to. But if you are wanting your guitar to be in the best tuning possible, or you're setting it up, you're working on the intonation, that's what you're going to want to use. And this strobe tuner is highly accurate. It works great. This thing is not a flimsy piece of plastic. It is metal. It'll stay on your guitar during a live show. And like I said, you can have it flipped around the back, so it's very conspicuous. It moves around really easy, so you can just flip it out if you need it and move it back in. It's really cool. Got a great display. Really high quality unit, and it shuts itself off after a couple of minutes, so you'll know to so you can just continue running around stage and not worry about your tuner battery running out. The battery lasts a long time too. They say basically if you just use it a couple of times a day just to tune up during your practice sessions, you'll basically be able to use it for like a half a year, 8 months or whatever without changing the battery. The battery is just a very basic cheap battery that you can buy at any store. So it's a great little unit. I'm glad they sent it to me. I'm going to be using it a lot. Here's the box, tiny little thing, but really high quality, great stuff. I highly recommend it. I'll see you again soon for GuitarLessons365.com.